Hey, welcome in, folks. Happy Monday. Good morning to you. Whew, we're back at it. How's it going? Melissa, thank you for the heart me as always. And shout out to Melissa and Bert for hopping in here nice and early. How y'all doing? How's your Monday starting off? I think I'm going to try to get the stream on here on my phone so that I can monitor gifts and stuff that everybody's so kind and gives. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, look, I'm looking at myself. There we go. Now I should see the gift animations. All right. Hey, happy Monday, let's try that again. Waking up still. Happy Monday, Lance. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Raffy, back like we never left. Absolutely. Back in Garnet, Crimson, not black. Hey, good morning, Megan. Good to see you. Good to see you. I think I'm a little bit hoarse right now. Had a crazy hockey game last night. I actually have a clip to show from y'all, for y'all. See if I got it here. Got to pull it up later in the stream, you know. Yeah, looks like we got it ready. Sick. All right. Well, how's everybody doing? Woogie, welcome in. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Raffer, I feel like your eyes hurt a lot in the morning, man. That sounds rough. I don't know. Is that normal? I guess it's just early morning stuff, huh? Hey, thank you for the tiny Melissa, and Megan, thank you for the heart me. I missed both of those, but thank you. Raffy, you're just dreaming so hard. You got so much going on. It was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. We had a lazy Saturday. Didn't do too much, just chilled. And then Sunday was errands and got to play 2 hockey games. So yeah, that's about as good as it gets, really. So yeah, now we're back here, having a good time, ready to kick it off, start a new week. Whew, I'm ready to go, y'all. I'm pumped. I realized I had made a bit of a, can't even think, I don't know, administrative error with the chapters that I was running for Thief of Honor. We're actually a chapter ahead of where I thought we were. Like, I named chapter 6, finished it, moved on, and just created a new chapter 6 and didn't realize it. So I thought I've been a chapter further back than I actually am. So we are very close to the finish. Megan, your son won both his soccer games. Rock on. That's what I want to hear. Well done. What position does he play, Megan? All right, guys. Well, wait on that answer from Megan. But in the meantime, should we just get right into a sprint? We just want some words on page here, warm it up. I can see that. I can feel that. Kick it off. It's Monday, right? Just plug the nose and take a dive off the board to get right into it. Oh, Raffy, congrats, dude. Nephew's first birthday this weekend. I dig it. I dig it. That's exciting. Hey, happy Monday, Paul. Welcome in, buddy. Back to our normal streaming schedule today. Nothing too crazy. Thank you for the heart me there, Megan. And Woogie, thank you for the heart puff and the GG. Appreciate y'all. Megan, you said he's 9, so he plays all of them. Hey, that's great. Good outlet of energy too. You know, tire him out. Y'all, if you were quick on the draw Saturday night, I did a little wild just video game stream just because I was literally sitting here playing Rocket League on my computer. Just flipped the cameras on. So if you were there for that, well, welcome back. And now we're gonna do some actual writing. Back to the regular streaming business. Rappy, you got the upgrade for Incarnate. Yeah, that is fully my fault. I spread the Incarnate bug to all of y'all, but Rappy, it's worth it. It's worth it. Hey, we talked about last week doing a map stream on Friday, so I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna slap together a little graphic so we can show it off throughout the week and get everybody excited for it. Howdy, Brock. Good morning. Good to see you. Happy Monday. And then, oh, it's all good, Megan. It was late. It was like midnight Saturday. Yeah, Rafi, it's insane, right? But yeah, so I might have to pick it up again. So I have it for Friday. We'll see. Wow, holy cow, stream of likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Well, hey, guys, it's good to be back. It's good to see everyone again. And look, we got a cold front around here, so like I feel like it's back to the early days of streaming. Back when I kicked it off a month ago, you know, it was cold every morning, and it was cold every morning. I had to get my jackets, and we're back to it now. A little cold front came through, so how appropriate for y'all. It's the 1 month anniversary of streaming here for me. This is 1 month since we kicked it off. I guess technically it was March 6th, but hey, look at that. That's kind of nuts, right? We've been here for a month now. I can't believe that. I really can't. Oh, Megan, it's freezing where you are, and Rafi, it's cold and rainy. Nasty, nasty. Not a good way to start the work week, but so it goes. Megan, I hope you caught the cat. You had to chase it down the street. I hope you got it back inside. That's no fun. Alright, y'all. Well, I can't think of a better way to start off the 1 month anniversary of streaming other than let's get to it. Let's do some writing sprints. Oh, Megan, fingers crossed for you. Megan Harding, congratulations on getting the cat back. I'm glad you got him safe and sound inside. And then Megan, I'm sorry about that. I hope the repairs aren't too expensive. Fingers crossed for sure. But hey, you get a nice day working at home, so hopefully that's nice. Hopefully that's nice and chill. And speaking of work, y'all, hey, let's get to it here. No, hold on. I need to set my timer. I'm out of practice. Alright, so we got 5 minutes on the clock. Folks, if you're new around here, the way it's going to work is we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to write my next book on stream. During these 5 minutes, I invite you to write along with me or create art, whatever it is you're working on. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Start the timer. There it goes. Let's get some words on page. User, it's a lot of emojis. I'm gonna go with Sparkle because that's the first one in your name. Probably, I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and say hard fantasy. It's fantasy world. It's got magic in it, so we'll say hard fantasy. Here, user, thanks for asking. Here is This book right here, Servant of Rage, in the top left, which launched a couple weeks back. So yeah, we're in a writing sprint right now, so let me get back to it. But thanks for asking, user. And let's. Megan said, "Is mid fantasy a thing?" Because I think that's what I write. Hey, fair enough. I can see that. We got a whole spectrum of fantasy, right? And Gearbox, hey, good morning, my dude. Welcome in. Glad to have you. No worries. You want to lurk in the background? Totally chill. I'm a bit of a lurker myself on streams. All right, let's see. Is that timer running again? There it is. All right. Let's get some words here. Poketrainer Marble, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, sorry. Balak said, what is the story writing cheat sheet? I'm not sure what that is, Balak. And good morning, Poketrainer. Good to see you. How you doing? Balak, if you want to clarify, I can try to answer for you. Hey, morning, Sir D-Roy? D-Roy? How's it going, buddy? Happy Monday. Welcome in. Balak, I think you're making a reference to maybe somebody I look like, but if you are, I don't get it, so I apologize. I did not write Books of Revolution in the Third World. But who knows? We still got time. Ooh. Sorry. Someone just got shot in the hand with an arrow, and the visual of it made me cringe. Alright, but that was... I'm going to pause the timer real quick, because that was the end of a chapter. And that's a very funny place to have left it on Friday. You know, I knew I was wrapping up the chapter, and then today we get 91 words in, and that's chapter done. So let me hop to the next chapter. And then we'll finish up this sprint and come back. And hey guys, if you're new around here, once we finish this, we'll be doing Q&A about books, writing, publishing, any questions you got. So feel free to drop them in chat, and we'll talk about it. Alright, there we go. So let's get the timer going. We got 1:31 left, y'all. Let's sprint on through to the end, and I'll try to get some words on here. right, 26 seconds left. Alright, that's going to be time. Whew, okay. No, that's a good warm-up. Got a good little warm-up there. Y'all, if you were warming up with me, if you were sprinting along, drop it in chat and tell me how it went. But we got 142 words on that sprint. Not too bad. Not too bad. Just warming the fingers up today, you know. So happy Monday, everybody. How was your weekend? Let me know. What'd you do? Did you do anything good? You excited to be back in the work week? Dreading it? Where you at? Lance, thank you for the question. You said, as you write, do you update your original outline at any point? Ideally, I don't need to, Lance, but sometimes I have to. The way I outline, though, I like to do a bullet point outline that keeps things, guides me through the plot, but it keeps things relatively loose creatively, so I kind of know where I'm going. But if a cool idea pops up in the moment, I can pivot to it without breaking the rest of the outline. So, yeah, you know, I'll update the original outline if I need to, but hopefully I don't really need to. I like to stay pretty true to what I was thinking. What about you, Lance? How do you do it? Megan, you said you passed out on TikTok Live and gave my hubby a panic attack, so we had a lazy weekend. Were you like pushing really hard, or are you just like tired? What was going on there, Megan? Hope you're okay. It is exhausting being on stream if that's what you were doing, because I don't know, it's stressful. It's kind of like giving a speech the whole time sometimes. No, but how was your weekend, y'all? What'd you do? Anything cool? Anything exciting? And y'all, if you're new around here, first of all, thanks for being here. Happy to have you. I'm author Alex Knight, and these are all my book ones. You can find them on Amazon, an ebook, paperback, and audiobook. And you can read more about them at authoralexknight.com. And if you got any questions about them, any cover catches your eye, hey, call it out. Ask me about it. I'll be happy to talk about them. But appreciate you being here, folks. Like Jordan, hey man, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. How was your weekend? How you doing? Lance said, I have written about 30,000 words and went back and redid mine. I needed that cheat sheet. Gotcha. Hey, that's part of it, Lance. If you feel you have to go back and redo the outline, nothing wrong with that. You know, keep it true to what you're working on. But congrats on the 30K, first of all. That's a good chunk. It's a good chunk of words right there. You more a plot? Well, it sounds like you're more of a plotter there, Lance. I was going to ask if you're a plotter or a pantser, or you just make it up as you go. But based on the fact that you have an outline and you needed to redo it, sounds like you're a plotter. Let me know if that's correct. I got to unbutton my jacket here, guys. Getting a little bit warm inside, actually. Yeah, Rafi, that's right. You did it live. I popped in for a couple minutes. I was on the go, so I didn't chat or anything, but I was there for a minute. I think a couple other members of the community popped in as well. Rafi, congrats on that. Congrats, dude. How'd it go? How'd you like it? Lance, definitely a plotter. Yeah, that sounds right. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't plot so much that it gets in the way. That's why I plot less now, because I used to plot so much. It would take away from the writing. I would spend more time organizing my outline and updating it all the time. All right, folks. Hey, well, I know I keep saying it, but I'm just excited to be back. Happy Monday. We've officially hit 1 month anniversary of streaming. Wild, absolutely wild. I can't believe that's where we're at. But yeah, we're here, guys. We're rocking on TikTok Live as usual, and multicasting over to YouTube. And y'all, if you got the YouTube link and you missed a stream, all the streams are being uploaded there on YouTube as VODs, so you can go back and watch them later. And if you don't have it, it's youtube.com @authoralexknight. It's bare bones. We're getting the YouTube channel started, but I have all the VODs uploaded. I just need to give them pictures and descriptions and publish them. But I think the first 3 or 4 up, and we'll keep throwing more up every day. Rafi said Kooky was the MVP of that live. It's fun. Give me time to write and talk about it. Well, good, good, Rafi. I'm glad to hear that. And shout out to Kooky for hanging out there, supporting the community. I appreciate you, Kooky. And Rafi, good job going live. Good job, streaming and having a good time. I appreciate that. I'm proud of you for doing it. It's nerve-wracking to hit that live button, right? People get judged. Yeah, Rafi, it's kind of a weird thing sometimes, right? Like, I don't know. It's just it's an interesting thing, but everybody has strong opinions about the whole lucid dreaming thing. I tried it a couple years back and had a little bit of success, and then I was kind of like, this is too much work, man. I just want to sleep. All right, well, how's about another sprint, y'all? Get a couple more words on page and get ahead on our word goal. What do you think? If, as always, if you want to sprint along with me, please pull up that Word document, grab your pen. However it is you're writing, maybe you're busting out the typewriter. Maybe we got to do that again pretty soon. We've done a typewriter stream before. We could do another one. But however it is you're writing today, y'all, get ready because we got 5 more minutes on the clock here. Got to get a sip of tea first. All right, y'all, if you're going to sprint along with me during this, good luck. And time starts now. Let's get some words on page. Show the book on stream so we can read as you write, says Jewel. Hey, Jewel, welcome in. Glad to have you. I can pop it up real quick. If we go to display capture. Oh, it's set to the wrong monitor. Hold on. We fix this. Why can't I? Oh. Go here, boom, boom. There it is. It doesn't fit in the screen too well, but that's. Hold on. We got there. Um, there's where I'm writing. That's literally what I'm typing right there. Oh, nice typo. Love that. Um, but no, I keep it on this screen so we can see the timer, and also because there are spoilers. We are deep into this story, and I do not want to spoil it because y'all want to read it. Infinite Alex says Paul. Yeah. I had the display capture set to the wrong monitor. Yeah, no, Jewel, I do want to do that. I would like to. I just got to do it for something that's not spoiler heavy, because this is what we're writing. Here on the top left, Servant of Rage, a gritty fantasy book I released a couple weeks ago, and they tie in together, so there's some spoilers in there. We got to keep that audience spoiler free, at least for a little while, you know. Okay, back to the sprint, y'all. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on the sprint. Good luck if you're writing along with me. Hey, Alicia, welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Good to see you. How you doing today? I appreciate you, Alicia. That's very kind of you. All right, last minute of the sprint, y'all. All right, there's time. Whew, all right, how'd the sprint go? I'm okay with that one. 336 words. That was much better progress that time around. Y'all, if you were sprinting along with me, please let me know. Let me know how it went. Uh, drop that word count in chat, or tell me what you were working on. I know we've had folks working on art, working on music, just creating all sorts of cool stuff on Sprint. So, y'all, that's what we do here. I write my next book, but everybody, I encourage you to create along with me. We make some cool stuff here in this community. Jace, I didn't know you were sprinting with me, buddy. He said 400 words. Very nice. Rock on. Please, by all means, join me for the next few sprints here. We're gonna be writing together. Alicia, welcome in. Glad to see you. I appreciate you waiting to say hi until the sprint was done, but good to see you now. Jordan, you said you got 2 books this weekend. What books, Jordan? What are you picking up? Raffi, you worked on the map. You're stuck on a chapter transit. Blech, can't talk. You're stuck on a chapter transition in the book right now. Hey, nothing wrong with taking a little break to work on your map. That's just good old fun, good old fashioned fun. I apologize, but I'm also glad that y'all are in the Incarnate Club now, having fun making those fantasy maps. Oh, Jordan, you picked up The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Nice. I mean, you can't go wrong there, right? That's just a sure bet. So many folks praise that book so highly. Like, Can't go wrong. Um, yeah, Alicia, 405 minutes would be crazy. I'm not necessarily sure that was a genuine one, but who knows? We'll take it as it comes. Sloyd said, Raffi, in late, out early. You may realize you don't need as much of a transition. Yeah, good advice from Sloyd's. Start the chapter as late as you possibly can and get out at the earliest point that makes sense and keeps it dramatic. Oh, and you got John Gwynn as well, Jordan. That's some good pickups there. You got some good stuff going on. Megan said, I need to hire someone to do my map. I just can't. Megan, there are folks out there that do that. I don't have any right now, like, that I can ring up. But over time, there's been a couple that I used to know a couple on Twitter back when Twitter was not terrible. That did it through Incarnate or through their own artistic skill, just by drawing it originally. But there's definitely folks out there that will make maps for you. It's typically not. If you're paying to do it, it's typically not an expense that I would recommend before you've got a publishing deal of some sort. But hey, if you enjoy it and you wanna have that, go for it. I'm not gonna say no to that. Ronnie, hey, welcome in, and thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. Good to see you again. Sloyd's good advice there. Appreciate you sharing that. That's spot on. Megan, you're going self-pub? Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, well, good luck if you find someone to do it, and please share it along with us. Share it once it's done. Love to see it. It's so fun to look at maps for Fantasy World you haven't read yet. It just, I don't know. It gets the brain turning. You start thinking about different places. Ooh, what's at this little haven? What's this town all about? And Gio, hey, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Happy morning to you. How you doing? I hope you had a good weekend. I think you streamed again last week, and I missed it. Sorry about that. My Twitch notifications should be notifying me. So, but feel free to drop it in Discord too, so I can make sure to pop in there. Megan, thank you for the heart me, and Vicious Witch, thank you as well for the heart me, and good to see you, Witch. I didn't see you slip in there, but I'm glad to see you here. Raffi said, I'm just trying to figure the right way, whether to bring the real world in for a moment or stay. Looking for part 2. In Dream. Real world grounds it, but it's a dream to dream chapter change. Hey, Raffi, try it both ways. You can always just try both and then see what you like most. Megan said, not a whole lot of agents go for Christian fantasy. Yeah, that's a bit more specific, but I have seen some that represent it. But hey, if the industry's not doing what you want, do it yourself. You can do it. I believe in you. Alicia said you love looking at maps at the start of books. Isn't it just fun? It's a fun little treat, right? Just kicks it off. I don't know. It's a little bit of a palate, just an appetizer before the story gets going. AJL asked, read any Baldwin. Which Baldwin are you talking about, AJ? Jordan said, I have to plan for D&D this week, and you're kind of stressed. Hey, Jordan, just have fun with it. Are you DMing? And James Baldwin, AJL. Let me see. The name's not ringing any bells off the top, so it's not a good sign for me. I don't think I've read any James Baldwin. I'm not as learned in the classic literature as I should be. What would you recommend, AJ? Where's a good place to start? There will be more streams, says Gio. Absolutely, that's what I want to hear. You're getting close on finishing that awesome Night Elf you were doing, man. People are just raving about it in the community when they see you work on it. That thing's so good. Jordan, you are DMing. Hey, rock on, dude. That's gonna be fun. Don't be stressed about it. Just have fun with it. Plus, it's this weekend, you said, right? So you got plenty of time to plan. You're gonna rock it. I know it. But if you got any questions, we can help you with. Planning a D&D session's a lot like writing a book. So please drop them in chat. We'll talk about it. Akin T8. Hey, welcome in, buddy. Happy Monday. Good to see you. You said, where do I start a book? Well, at the beginning. It's probably Akin. Is that how it said? Let me know in chat. But yeah, just start it wherever seems most fun to you. The good thing about writing is you can always edit it to improve it. So the first words you put down don't have to be what you stick with. Just That's what I always say, man. Just pick a point that seems fun and start writing, and you can fix it in editing. AJ said Sunny Blues is a short piece of prose that I quite enjoyed. Pure poetry. Was only a huge fantasy guy until that piece. All right, AJ, sick. Well, thank you for that. Let me mark that down. Sunny Blues by James Baldwin. I'm going to look into that. See if I can pick it up, give it a read. I could definitely do with reading a little more stuff that matters. You know, I mean, not that fantasy doesn't matter, but stuff that's a little bit more real world tied, perhaps. Appreciate the shout, dude. Gio says, I think I got one more session and I'm done with that illustration. The longest art sprint. The longest art sprint, it's basically an art marathon. It looks awesome, though, man. It looks really cool. I love to see you working on it. You're doing great work with it. Madison asked for some cowboy poetry today. Yeah, we can do that. We can do a little. You know what? Look, we're 30 minutes in. We're at 336 words. Not the best word count, but we'll get there. Hey, we could do a little read. Y'all wanna? We got it right here, Madison. We got the book always on hand. Let's see. We'll do a read right now. Let's see if we can find one we like. Let me go back to the beginning here. Maybe we get a good one. AJ says, how close am I to finishing my novella? We are at just around 17,336 words. But I'm gonna sit down and do an editing session this week on it because I've been lacking. I've been doing a lot of writing, but not a lot of editing. And once I polish that up, I think it'll be a little bit harder or a little bit further in than I think I am. So I'd say we're at a safe 80 to 90% of the way done with it. So we're gonna rock out and finish that. AJ, all pieces of prose matter. Remember, Dune and GOT explored philosophical themes as well. Hey, absolutely, AJ. You don't got to convince me on that front. I think it's fantasy's hugely important. You look at a fictional world. It pulls you out of your own a little bit, but it can still teach important lessons. It's kind of tricky that way, right? It sounds fun, but then there's a little bit more to it beneath the surface, maybe. Gert says, my coworker is writing a book about the daily life of gas station workers. Going to be a blast. Hey, rock on, Gert. Please give him a high five or a fist bump for me. I'm proud of him. That's awesome. I hope it goes well. I've never heard of a book like that. AJ, One Piece rocks. I love that it can be so fun. I haven't gotten deep enough into it though to really see if it gets meaningful in there. Tell me about it. And Madison, you asked for a read from the cowboy poetry. So here we got one right here. We'll do the first one in the book. Yeah, too many AJs hanging out. Madison, y'all, if you don't know, this is a book that doesn't show well with the camera screens because it's old. But this is Sun and Saddle Leather by Badger Clark. It's a book that I'm reading on the side. Book of cowboy poetry. But Chad's been asking for poems out of it once in a while. So hey, let's get a quick read. This one is entitled Ridin', and it's by Badger Clark. There is some that like the city. Grass that's curried, smooth and green, theaters and strangling collars, wagons run by gasoline. But for me it's horse and saddle, every day without a change, and a desert sun a-blazin' on 100 miles of range. Just a ridin', desert ripplin' in the sun, mountains blue along the skyline. I don't envy anyone when I'm ridin'. When my feet is in the stirrups and my horse is on the bust, with his hooves a-flashin' lightin' from a cloud of golden dust, and the bawlin' of the cattle is a-comin' down the wind, there's a finer life than ridin' would be a mighty hard thing to find. I don't need no art exhibits when the sun does her best, paintin' everlasting glory on the mountains to the west. And your opry looks foolish when the night bird starts his tune, and the desert silver's mounted by the touches of the moon. When my earthly trail is ended, and my final bacon curled, and the last great roundup's finished at the home ranch of the world, I don't want no harps nor halos, robes nor other dressed up things. Let me ride the starry ranges on a pinto horse with wings. And that's Ridin' by Badger Clark from Sun and Saddle Leather. So Madison, there you go. There's your cowboy poem of the day. Y'all gonna make me good at reading poetry. Normally I'm only good in my head, but you keep asking for it. I'm gonna have to keep practicing live on stream. Jordan, you just thought of another arc for your book? Did the dusty poetry of Badger Clark inspire that, or you just had a moment of inspiration there? Geo said those poems make me want to play Red Dead Redemption. Yes, they do, Geo. They really do. That's exactly what they feel like. It's a really good book. Pick it up if you wanna feel a little bit of dust on your jeans and sun shining down on your neck. Rappy says Alex was Badger Clark in a past life. Don't let him lie to y'all. Yeah, it's just another pin name of mine, actually. Um, Leisha said, "Got that cowboy accent persistent now." Y'all, I don't mean to do it, but it is written that way. Like he literally spells horse. Every time he writes it, he spells it Hawse. So it's like if you just read the words the way he wrote them, the accent comes out, which I think is pretty cool. It's a real cool trick to do that, and it's not like annoying. Like he doesn't go overboard with it. Hey Leo, how you doing, buddy? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. What'd you do? What was your favorite thing from this past weekend? All right, y'all. We're 40 minutes in now, so hey, appreciate y'all being here. If you're new, thanks for hanging out this Monday morning. We do writing sprints, and then we do Q&A about books, publishing, writing craft. Any questions y'all got, drop them in chat. But for now, we got 5 minutes on the clock, so let's get that timer going. Get some more words on page because we got a long way to go. Long way to go to get to 1,000 words. Leo said, "Is it a happy Monday, Alex? It's dark and rainy and like 40 degrees in New York." Ooh, that's a rough one, Leo. That's a rough one. AJ, you got to head out. Hey, thanks for being here, AJ. I appreciate it. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. So please hang on out. Always happy to have you. If you enjoyed, give it a follow. And y'all, we'll keep on rocking and rolling. Oh, there it is. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate that. And I got that. I got your book rec written down, so we're gonna look into it. Hey, thank you for the follows, folks. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, we're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, having a good time. So, what we're going to do now, if you're new, I got 5 minutes on the clock. I'm going to write my next book on stream, and I invite y'all to write along with me, or do any art, anything you got to do. I've had folks fold laundry or make epic grilled cheese sandwiches. We got some folks writing along with me now. So whatever it is, please join on. We got 5 minutes, and when it's done, we'll take questions about writing, books, publishing. Holy cow, that's an award. That's a gift. Thank you, Bud Stoney. Appreciate that. That was super cool. How you doing, Bud? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Thank you for that gift. The Galaxy. That was dramatic. I like it. But no, what I was saying is that we'll do 5 minutes of writing, and then when I come back, we'll talk about books, publishing, writing craft. Any questions y'all got, drop them in chat, and we'll talk about it. If you need help getting started on your book or your story, whatever it is. But the timer's running, so my fingers should be typing. Holy cow, another one, Bud. Thank you, dude. That's super cool. That's awesome. I love those animations. Thank you. Very generous of you. Thanks for being here. I gotta check the outline real quick. I outwrote what I had in my head. Hey, welcome in, Cassidy. Good to see you. You were definitely here for the Saturday night fun stream. And Bud, another awesome gift, man. Holy cow! Thank you, Bud. You were just throwing them out there. Incredible. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm just getting mesmerized by these animations here. Oh, Rune, thank you. It's a pretty good little keyboard. I'm pretty happy with it. I think I have. Here we go. Folks often ask what it is, so I have it copy and pasted so I can put it right in there. If you just search that on Amazon, you can find the keyboard. But I'm glad you like it. I think it contributes to the feel of the stream, right? We're just kind of cozy. We're just hanging out, creating some art, having a good time. Thanks for being here, Rune. Appreciate you. And Cassidy, good to see you again. Gio, you're sad you missed the Rocket League stream. Hey man, it was totally impromptu. It was like midnight on Saturday, and I was just like, you know what? The cameras are here. Let's turn them on. I was already sitting here playing. So, but now we're back to our regular schedule today, and so yeah, minute 38 left on this sprint. So let's get it. I need to add some more words here. I'm going a little bit slow, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Y'all, if you got any questions about writing, books, publishing, anything you want to ask, please drop it in chat. We'll talk about it here in about a minute 30. Hey, thank you for the follow, Rune. I appreciate that. That's super kind of you. Hey, welcome in. We'll talk a little bit more here in a moment about the stream, but I'm glad to have you. Glad to see you here. Welcome to our little cozy corner of the internet. Alright, there's time on that sprint, so let me just finish this sentence, and we'll come back. Do a little bit of chatting. Alright. That was a pretty good sprint in the end. Yeah, I took a little extra time there, but shh, you didn't see anything. That definitely didn't. No one saw anything. But yeah, let's see. 537 words. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not mad about it. Those fingers, we're fully going now. The fingers are warm. The thoughts are flowing. So, pretty happy about that. Yeah, so Rune, hey, no, welcome in. I appreciate that. So what we do here is I'm writing my next book live on stream. Here, let's pull it up. Let's Folks, if you're new here, I'm author Alex Knight. I've had the absolute pleasure of doing this job full time since 2018, and these are all my book ones right here. The top row is fantasy, the bottom row is lit RPG and progression fantasy. If any of them catch your interest, please ask me about it, or you can search them up on Amazon. Just put the title in, and they're available as ebook, audiobook, paperback, any format you want. Hey, thanks for the question, German. Happy Monday to you, buddy. Good to see you here. Do I write the book in order or different parts at the same time? German, I'm a very one-track mind kind of guy. It's hard for me to hold multiple storylines at once, so I try to do one storyline at a time chronologically. It's easier for me that way. That's just personal preference, though. A lot of folks do it how it works best for them. I just like to keep things simple. One step to the next step. Nice and easy. Jordan, you said my D&D party have arrived in a metropolis called Arkport, and they have a side mission to go north. Now, I don't know what should happen in the city, / if they should. Well, it's kind of up to the party, right, Jordan? If they're playing through it. Maybe create some threads thinking about what would happen for both of them, and then kind of let it go as let it develop as it goes. But I would just brainstorm a couple things, a couple possibilities, and then based on what action the party takes, go down that route more. Cassidy said, "Thanks for the dental hygiene sprint." Hey, just getting that day kicked off there, huh, Cassidy? Keaton says, "Who are your favorite authors?" Hey, great question, Keaton. And German says, "Thank you for answering. Happy Monday." You're very welcome, German. Please, any questions you have about books, writing, publishing, ask away. Always happy to talk about it. Like Keaton asked, who are my favorite authors? Keaton, Joe Abercrombie's definitely up there. He does incredible work with his characters. If you haven't read, he does kind of gritty, grimdark fantasy. So I'm a huge Joe Abercrombie fan. Outside of that, huge Terry Pratchett fan. I love their comedy fantasies. He's very goofy. And then I think third place is going to be Michael Crichton, with like Jurassic Park and Congo and whatnot. I love his tech thrillers. Very inventive, pretty heavy on the science, but very, very thrilling once you get into them. So I always appreciate that. What about you, Keaton? Who are your favorite authors? Who you reading? Rune said this is amazing, and you snatched another artist off of TikTok. Hey, awesome, Rune. What art do you make? That's super cool. We have a Discord, y'all, that where folks hang out when the stream's over. Do a lot of the same stuff. We do writing sprints there, art share and whatnot. So if you want to show off some of your art, there's the link to the Discord. Please feel free to pop in there. A lot of cool artists showing off art in there. So I love having that going in the background. I just get to click in and see awesome art made by our wonderful members of the community here. It's pretty sick. I can't believe it's real life and there's actually people joining and making art on stream and sharing it. Like, that's insane. Keaton says Crichton is great. I just finished. Hey, Pirate Latitudes. Yeah, that's a deep cut. Definitely a Crichton reader if you're into Pirate Latitudes, man. Awesome book. Sick. Have you read the big ones? You read Jurassic Park or Prey, Airframe? Rune says character concept / tabletop art for a few campaign books. Yo, that's awesome, Rune. That's super cool. Yeah, we're also a pretty heavy D&D crowd around here. I'm pretty sure most of us in chat play. We got, you see Jordan's DMing a campaign right now. I think they're not the only one. So you found your people, Rune, and we're glad to have you. Please share some of your art if you want. We'd love to see it. Kooky, good morning. Hey, welcome in. Rafi was giving shout outs to you for hanging out and stream with them this past week. I think it was Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure which, but thanks for doing that. Appreciate you popping in, supporting the community. And how you doing, Kooky? Good morning to you. Happy Monday. And Kooky, I did get the speaking of artists in the community, Kooky has made a little piece of art that we're going to show off on stream later today. So shout out to Kooky for that. I appreciate it. We got a little surprise on. Thanks to Kooky for putting that together. I'm excited to show it off. But y'all, welcome in. We got some new folks hanging out. So if you're new around here, first of all, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. This is our little cozy corner of the internet where weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, we do writing streams and with 5-minute writing sprints. I invite you to join with me. If you're writing, maybe you're planning a DM session for D&D, whatever it is, as long as it's creative, please do it with us. And then after the sprints, we do Q&A about books, writing, publishing. So I'm an author. I've been doing it since full-time since 2018. So if you got any questions, please hit me with them. Really happy to talk about it and give what advice I can. Rip City Gaming says you outlined chapter 4 of your short story. Hey, rock on, dude. That's awesome. I love that you're doing a short story as well. Folks always ask me how to start with writing, what to do, and short stories are where it's at. Rip, it's available online too, chapters 1 to 3. Sick. Hey, where can we find it, Rip? Let us know. I'll go give it a look. That's awesome. Rune, you said I've done writing lore-wise for a few undersea campaigns, but I've been kind of nervous writing books. Hey, no worries, Rune. That actually syncs up really well with what Rip just dropped. You don't have to jump right into books off the bat. It's a big undertaking. Start with short stories. You know, they're like 2,000 to 10,000 words, a lot shorter than a novel, but they need everything that a novel has. They need a beginning, a middle, and end. They need characters and conflict and resolution. So it's great practice. And then when you're done with it, there's tons of free short story contests out there that you can submit to and get people to, look at the work and evaluate it, see if you can build up a little bit of acclaim. So if you're a bit nervous to jump into books, start with short stories. A lot shorter, but they have everything you need. Gio says, I wonder what Kooky made. Yeah, we're going to show it off here, folks. I'll give you a spoiler. I got to hit my word goal first, and then we'll show it off. Rune said, is there a way to kind of push past that nervousness? Oh, or should I just jump in? Rune, yeah, just go for it. Just jump in. Write for yourself first, Rune. Do what you think is going to be the most fun, and full on just write it for yourself. That's even, I'm on my 10th published book now, and that's still true. And in fact, it took me a long time to learn that. You got to write what you're most passionate about, what you're having fun with first, and the rest will follow. So hopefully that'll help with the nervousness if you're just doing what's fun to you. Corey says, how much do people that write books get paid? Corey, it really depends on how well the book sells. If we pop over to my book stream, or my book screen here, these are all my book ones, and I guess if we're looking at a few examples here, the Paragon series down here on the bottom left, I'm co-writing that with a friend who's a bigger author than me, so we pulled a pretty big advance for that series. But if we look at something like, let's say The Far Wild here on the top right, I got a very small advance for that one. And advances are basically an upfront fee the publisher will pay you to kind of support you while you're getting going. And then all your royalties you earn are against that advance. And once you earn enough royalties to pay back that advance, then you begin to get paid the royalties directly. So the most important thing for how much an author gets paid for their books is how well they sell. You gotta sell a lot of copies to get those royalties. Which, speaking of, I guess I gotta be a little salesy on stream. Y'all, these are my books. You can find them on Amazon or at authoralexknight.com. They're available in ebook, paperback, and audiobook. And if any of them look interesting to you, please give them a look. Maybe you'll have a good time. Let's see, we got some chat here I'm missing. Kooky says, I love supporting everyone in here. You guys are so chill. Kooky, but folks like you in the community that are here supporting folks, having a good time, making art, like y'all are creating the tone of the community, the vibe, and I love that. So thank you. I appreciate that. We could not do it. I could not do this without y'all being here and having a good time as well. Cassidy said, I'm pretty excited because later today is a writing day. Was focused on other stuff during the weekend. Oh, rock on, Cassidy. Let's go. Get those words in. I know you pull some pretty big word counts on your writing days, so I'll be excited to see how that goes for you. Fingers crossed for you. Paul says, I want to read Wriggly Little Hands, but the end of May is so far away. Which of your books should I read to prepare? Well, first of all, Paul, thank you. I'm glad you're excited about it. And yeah, it does make me sad that Wriggly Little Hands is not out till May 27th. That is a ways away, and the wait's killing me. Paul, if the closest book that I have published that'd be similar to it is probably The Far Wild, but Wriggly Little Hands is like a total comedy, and The Far Wild's funny at times, but it's not a full comedy. So yeah, I'd probably recommend The Far Wild if I had to pick one. It's pretty close, just not as full goofy. A little more thriller, a little more Michael Crichton in that respect. So yeah, I'd go with that one. Thank you for asking, though. It's very kind. Rune says, "Thank you. I love the chill and welcoming vibe here." Well, I'm glad to hear that, Rune. That makes me happy. That's what we're trying to do. You know, there's enough nonsense going on in the world. So how about we start our days just hanging out here, being cozy and chill before we go out into the madness waiting for us. Tokyo asked, "How do you even navigate getting published if you've never written anything before professionally?" Well, Tokyo, the good news is everybody that is or was a professional author at one point wasn't. Um, they had to be, somebody that was just sitting down writing before they were a famous author. Um, so really, the best thing to do is just start writing for yourself. Start thinking about stuff that sounds fun to you that you'd like to read, and write it. And I recommend starting with short stories because they're a little bit easier than novels. They're much shorter, two to 10,000 words, or like 1 to 5 chapters. You could think of it as. And there's tons of free contests you can submit them to. Any reputable short story contest will be free. Um, so, yeah, I say start writing with short stories. Pick a concept that sounds really fun to you that you're just super excited to create. Create it as a short story and then send it off to contests, and then do it again. And just keep working that. That's the best way to start. And I always recommend folks, let me put it in chat. There's a free contest out there called the Writers of the Future contest. That's the one that I really submitted to a lot. It runs quarterly. It's totally free, and you can submit a short story every quarter. It's judged by industry professionals, so it's a great way to get some feedback on your writing, get some eyes on it, and practice. Cassidy Cook says William Burroughs wrote his first book at 34. Absolutely, absolutely. It's never too late to start. It's never too late. That's the beautiful thing about writing, and you can just do it in your own time for fun. See where it goes. All right, y'all. Well, we just hit an hour into the stream, so we're about halfway there. I think it's probably time for another writing sprint. So, first of all, I'm seeing a lot of new folks hanging out, so thank y'all. Thank you for being here. If you are new, what we're going to do now is I just put 5 minutes on the clock. I'm going to write my next book live on stream. It's so we're going to finish it up here today or tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to write it for the next 5 minutes on stream, and I invite y'all to create along with me. If you got something you're writing, something you're reading, whatever it is, please, for the next 5 minutes, take a crack at it. And then when we're done, we'll circle back and we'll do more Q&A, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have about writing, books, publishing, whatever it is. Let me know. Drop it in chat, and we'll talk about it. Tokyo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And thanks for being here. Glad to have you. I liked your question. If you got more, please ask away. Derek with the first period check-in. Howdy, Derek. Good to see you, buddy. Happy first period to you. We're just kicking off another writing sprint. So, y'all, good luck. The timer's running. Let's put some words on page. Well, that was a good little dash. Man, the thoughts were flowing there. Let's keep it going. All right, 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Folks, if you're writing along with me, keep it going. Let's bring it home. I'm gonna get a few more words here. Gotta check my outline though. Again, I wrote past what I had planned. Yeah, AO, it's going well. Feeling it. Maybe it's gonna be a good writing week. Good to see you too, by the way, buddy. Welcome in. How's your Monday? But more importantly, how was your weekend? Do anything fun? Oh, Mandy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Happy Monday to you, and thanks for being here. Welcome to our... Oh, it looks like I'm out of focus. But welcome to our cozy little corner of the internet. Let's see, I can fix this. Let me pause the timer, and I'll fix this camera real quick. Boom, look at that. Nice and crisp. Omega, hey, thank you for the question. Let me finish the 45 seconds on this this word sprint, and then we'll talk about it. But I appreciate that. Great question. I think I should be able to help with that a little bit. Alright, timer's just about expired, so let me finish my sentence and we'll come back and take questions. Omega asked a good question in chat, so I'll answer that one first here in a moment. But y'all, if y'all got any questions about books, writing craft, publishing, what it's like to be an author, how you could try to become one, anything like that, please drop it in chat, let me know. We'll talk about it here for a minute. Okay, rock on. There we go. So we're sitting at 825 words on the day. Not bad. That was a hot sprint. We were really flowing on that one. Well, yeah, rock on. So let's see. Y'all, if you were sprinting along with me, please let me know how it went. Drop your word count in chat or tell me how it's going. Rafi, how's that map? I know you're working on a fantasy map. How's it coming along? Omega, all right. Sorry I made you wait a minute here. You asked best advice for someone who's not great at novelization. Omega, do you mean novelization like turning stories into novels, or just like, you know, writing a novel in general? Because if it's writing in general, my advice is always just just pick a point that excites you and start going for it. Like, follow that passion. Write what you're excited about, because once you get that spark that's going to get you excited, it's easier to keep going. But pair that with having a weekly writing goal. Like, say, I'm going to write 5 days this week, and then just stick to that goal. Set it as ambitious as you want, but just make sure you hit it, because if you continue to hit it and you make it a routine, after a couple weeks it becomes routine and it feels like it's wrong not to do it, and it makes it easier to get started. And then if you're having fun with what you're doing, well, you're going to want to do it. So I think those kind of two pieces right there can work together to kind of trick yourself into having fun with it, and just rolling through. If you're talking about like turning a story into a novel, like maybe it's a longer piece and you want to break it up, let me know if that's what you meant, and I can answer in regards to that. AO says, funny enough, Monday is my Friday, so I love Monday. Well, happy Friday to you then, AO. Wow, that sounds wrong to say on a Monday, but for you it's Friday, so congratulations. Your weekend's coming up. You got any plans? Leisha said 114 words. I was mostly editing, but I got a lot in there at the last minute. Well done, Leisha. I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you're typing away on that page, editing up the story. Rock on, and congrats. 114 is a good target. Jordan said, "Will you hit 1,500 words on stream today?" Oh boy, Jordan, I don't know. We'll take a stab at it. We'll take a stab and see. We're definitely ahead of pace. We're only an hour 10 in, and we're already 825 words, so we're definitely going to hit that word goal, probably in the next sprint. And I'll keep going. I think my max is 1,300 on stream, so I don't know. Pretty productive day. We might pass it today. Rafi said, how's the story coming along? I know before you said you only had about half the story out. Rafi, yeah, I think I'm further ahead than I realized on it. We are in the final, action scene of the story now. So I think it's going to come along pretty quick. Plus, if I check my calendar here, yeah, I actually have time this week to edit and write more off stream. Last week I was doing a lot of book production stuff for Really Little Hands. So now that we have that planned, this story is really going to fly. I think we're going to have it finished by Wednesday, probably. We'll switch to writing something new on stream while the editor looks over this. Rafi says, or sorry, not Rafi. Omega says, thanks. Yeah, I have dozens of pages of world building, but I can't seem to figure out how to make it a book. Okay, Omega, that helps. So here's what I do. If you have all that world building, then clearly you're excited about, the world that you're creating. Think about what's like the coolest thing that could happen there that you would just love to experience, and start writing that. And hey, don't make it a novel first. Novels are hard. They take a long time. Do a short story. Easier to do. They're a lot quicker. But it teaches you everything you need to know for writing a novel. So pick something that you think is super fascinating in your world and write a short story for it. It should be 1 to 5 chapters, or like 2,000 to 10,000 words. Just try that. Give that a shot. I think that's the best way you can start. Cassidy asked, how long does the editing process take you? Cassidy, I typically produce pretty clean first drafts, so I don't have that heavy of editing, but I'll still go through and look at the whole story. Now, this novella is 20,000 words, so that'll take me probably like 3 days if I set aside the proper time to go through it all and edit it up. And then I'll send it off to my editor, and they'll do the real work on looking it over, making sure it's all good. But I'm thinking we'll probably have it turned around here in about 2 weeks max. So yeah, about 2 weeks max, and y'all, the book we're working on stream right. Writing, publishing, having a good old time. Omega said, thank you for taking time to give advice. Definitely worth the follow. I appreciate that, Omega. Look, I've been doing this job since 2018, and I don't know it all, but I've learned a couple things, and I'm more than happy to share it with y'all. Rafi said, are you able to tell us the next project, or you want to surprise us? Well, Rafi, yeah, I can definitely talk about it. I don't necessarily know. I know immediately after, if we go over to the book screen, I know immediately after the novella that we're finishing, I'm going back to writing Paragon 5. Paragon here on the bottom left. It'll be the final book in that series. And we're going to close that out, so I'll be writing that one for a little while. After that, it's a choice between either a sequel to Wriggly Little Hands or the sequel to Servant of Rage. Those will be the next few things that I'm working on. Wriggly Little Hands 2 and Servant of Rage 2. And I gotta just pick which one comes first. So yeah, probably it'll be Wriggly Little Hands 2, but who knows? We'll see. Let's see what else we got here. Alicia said, but finding the story you want to tell in the world is tricky. Yeah. Oh, you're talking to Matt. Cool. I'll let you go with that. All right, folks. Well, there's some new folks hanging out here. So first of all, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all spending some time with me this morning. I'm author Alex Knight. I've had the absolute honor of doing this job full time since 2018. And in that time, I've produced these books. These are all book one. Some of them have sequels, some of them are series. But if you're interested in them, if any cover art catches your eye, you can find these books on Amazon by putting their titles in, or you can go to authoralexknight.com and read about them. The top row is fantasy, bottom row is lit RPG and progression fantasy. And all of these are available as ebook, paperback, and audiobook, except for Wriggly Little Hands here in the middle at the top, because that one hasn't launched yet. That is my fantasy comedy coming May 27th, about a family of goblins who go on a quest to save the Dark Lord and accidentally do good at every turn. Super excited to get that one out. Alright, enough sales stuff. Back to the stream, back to the normal stuff we do here. Jordan said, I start with creating a character. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Create a character that seems really fun for you. And honestly, my advice, y'all, if you're creating a character, is go big. Go big with them. It's always easier to draw a character back than it is to make them bigger in editing. So be bombastic. Have fun with them, right? Really go nuts with it. Alicia said you've just got to narrow down an event you want to start with. Go from there. Okay, it's still talking to Omega. Rock on. I appreciate that, Alicia. Rafi says only an hour in and you're at 825. Crazy good progress today. Low key, you could hit 1500. Y'all are manifesting it, huh? You're manifesting that 1500 word stream. I mean, we could do it. I think we're just about ready to kick off on the next word sprint. So once we do that, I think we'll hit 1,000 words and move past it. And I don't know. 1,300 is my max words written on stream, so we could break that record today. Gio, you said you're so hyped for Wriggly Little Hands. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I can't wait to get it out to y'all. I can't believe it's still a month and 3 weeks away. Like, that's crazy. I wish it was here already. I'd love to get it out to everybody. I'm so proud of that book. It's just so silly. Gio says bombastic, huh? That's fitting for the sketch I started at the end of the last sprint. Oh, rock on, Gio. Yeah, y'all, I invite you to create along with me on stream during the writing sprints, and Gio is one of my first OG creators here, always doing sketches during the sprint and making crazy art. I think I got one of his pieces on the art showcase. Let's see if I move these images around a little bit. Yeah, y'all, Gio created this one on stream, this Poke Trainer drawing of me with our little stream mascots there. He's creating on stream every day, and I appreciate that. Super cool to see the sketches he makes. Dude's way too good. Way too good of an artist. And Gio streams his art as well. Actually, here, let's go back real quick. We got the URL, twitch.tv/ZeoGrim. That's where you can catch Gio streaming his art. See him working on some pieces he's putting real time into. I don't even know how to describe it, y'all. Way too good. He's way too good. Omega says, that was my next question. When making characters, I worry they'll be flat/boring. Any advice for that? Yeah, Omega. Definitely make them big, make them exciting. Because like I said, it's easier to edit them to be a little less if they're too big. But start with making them big, and then give them a flaw. Give them something that you're not happy with. Some weakness in there, because that's what makes things really interesting. And it's an opportunity for them to grow and overcome that flaw by the end of the book. People love character growth. Like, that's one of the best things you can put in a book. So make them big, make them exciting, and give them a flaw. Give them something that's wrong with them that they fix by the end of the book. Those are the 3 bullet points, I think, for making interesting characters. Oh, Rafi, that's very kind of you to say. Rafi said, "Wriggly Little Hands, maybe one of my new favorite comedy books, genuinely, next to Hitchhikers and Tim Dorsey." Rafi, you're flattering me with that, man. Next to Hitchhikers, oh, that was a big inspiration for it. So thank you, Rafi. That's super kind of you. I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. I really do have a good feeling about this book. Well, I need to get the cover. Here we go. We'll go to display capture, and then we'll pull the cover up real quick because y'all, I feel special about this book. It's just keep your eyes out. May 27th, it's coming. Um, I'm super stoked for this book. I'm so proud of it, and I think it's the best thing I ever created. So yeah, I appreciate you reading it, Rafi. I appreciate that you're enjoying it. That makes me very happy. Let's see, what else did I miss in chat? Overcoming flaws is character development, says Cassie Cook. Absolutely, she's spot on. That's what we call a positive change arc for characters. You got to overcome those flaws by the end of the book. It's not the only change arc, though. Y'all, I always shout out the website. Let me type it in here. helpingwritersbecomeauthors.com. Wonderful website, tons of free resources. I learned a lot about what I know from authoring from that website. And she has the author there, K.M. Weiland. She has a whole series on character arcs, and it was super enlightening to me to read because it's like positive change arcs where a character gets better as the book goes on is the most typical change arc. It's typically how characters will grow, but it's not the only way. There's negative change arcs. There are characters that get worse as the book goes on. There's also neutral change arcs, or flat characters, who don't change, but instead the world changes around them. Very interesting stuff. Read up on it if you're looking into character creation, because it's wonderful resources on helpingwritersbecomeauthors.com, specifically the character arc series. Geo says I honor him by shouting him out on chat. No, y'all got. Once you see his art, you'll know that I have not done it enough justice. It's truly insane. All right, y'all. Hey, look, we're blazing through the writing today, so let's jump back into it. If you're new, if you're here for the first time, first of all, welcome. Happy Monday. Thank you for being here. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna create my next book on stream. During these 5 minutes, I invite y'all to create along with me. Maybe that's writing, maybe that's reading, maybe you're working on some visual art or composing a song, whatever it is. For these next 5 minutes, let's do it together and get a little productivity in. Y'all, good luck if you're going to join me. Timer's counting, so let's put some words on page. Yeah, Rafi, but you make good music though. That's a whole other skill, and that's sick. I appreciate what you do. Y'all, if you don't know, let's put it on real quick. Rafi made this song that's playing right now for a stream. So hey, shout out to Rafi and thank you for that. It's super cool. I'll never get over how cool that is. Alright, I'm supposed to be writing here. I'm supposed to be writing, so let's get to it. Jordan, you sing. That's awesome. That's very cool. We got a user. I'll pause timer because I'm talking. We got a user. Tommy Boy Music pops in chat pretty regularly. They make music too and publish it on Spotify. Y'all got a lot in common, I think. Maybe a good chat session one day. All right, back to the words. Back to the words. Well, welcome in, folks. We're doing a writing sprint. Glad to have you. Please, if you want, you can write along with us. Or if you got questions about books, publishing, writing, whatever it is, drop it in chat. We'll talk about it. Envy says Nova Online. Yes, that's my series. Down here on the bottom right, sci-fi lit RPG. I wrote that back in 2018 to 2022, I think. Finished trilogy now. Thanks for asking about it, Envy. Have you read it, or are you familiar with it, or the cover just catch your eye? You have. Rock on, dude. I hope you liked it. That was one of my first series. I think it holds up pretty well. I'm proud of it. I hope you like it if you have it. Rock on. You got a favorite character from it? Hey, Jacob, welcome in, bud. Happy Monday to you, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You still don't see the Asmon gold counter. Hold on, let me pause real quick. I do know how to do it now. There was a bit of a technical hurdle for it, but I think we can get it done. So it's on my to-do list. Um, it's on my to-do list. I think it is feasible. It's hard because normally you would play an animation, right? But the counter has to actually count up, so I need like a physical, like a link that I can link to somewhere on the internet where it is physical, and I input the number and it counts up. So we just had to figure that out, but we got there. I think it's gonna be possible. It is, however, I can tell you, it's currently at 27. So it's slowed down a little bit. It's slowed down, but we'll get there. Um, and what was that? Thank you for the tiny tiny, AJ. Appreciate that, man. T-Rex arms. I love it. Thank you for the tiny tiny. You keep checking in for that, Jacob. Hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. But I appreciate you popping back in. I hope your Monday's going well. I hope your weekend went even better. All right, let's go here. We got 1 minute 30 left. Hey, welcome in, folks. Glad to have you. We're just finishing up the last 30 seconds of a word sprint, and then we'll pop back into chat. So give me one moment here. But glad to see you. Thanks for coming by. All right. Woof. Sprint done. And y'all, we got the word goal. We got the word goal. Woo! Love it. Psyched. Appreciate that. And now I get to show off what I was teasing a little bit. Y'all, I said we got creators in this community making cool stuff. Check this out. Kooky made this animation for me. Look at this. We got a word goal celebration. We got the fireworks we're talking about. Look at that. Kooky, thank you. That's incredible. Kooky dropped this like over the weekend, I think Sunday. Incredible. Kooky, thank you so much. That's awesome. Look at that, y'all. I'm pumped about it. Kooky, you rock. Thank you very much. This is going to be part of the celebration now. So look at that, y'all. Hitting the word count. I saw some comments in chat there. Sorry I missed them. Let's see. Leisha, you wrote 155 words. Rock on. Good job. Good sprint for you. Glad you keep pace here. There was something else. Where was it? Tim's, there it is. Said, always a pleasure seeing you in my morning doom scroll. Hope you and everyone else is well today. Hey, well, thank you, Tim. I hope you are too, man. Good to see you again. Happy Monday to you. I hope it's going well. I hope your weekend was even better. Jimbo Slice 86 said, what's the story about? Hey, thank you for asking, Jimbo. I'm glad. Bella to Servant of Rage here on the top left. My gritty fantasy that launched a couple weeks back. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z fight scenes, Highlander magic system in a Genghis Khan inspired world. It's a lot of fun. You can find it on Amazon, and when it's done. Anyway, I'm going to go back. Thank you for asking. And I'm going to go back to this screen so we can see Kookie's word goal celebration a bit more. Kookie, again, thank you very much for this. Super, super cool. I'm so excited about this. We're gonna. I want it to stand out a bit more. Maybe I just threw it in stream today, so we'll look at that. But like, sick. I love it, Kookie. Thank you so much. But yeah, there we are. Hey, happy Monday, Lauren. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Glad to have you. How was your weekend? And how's your Monday going? Let's start this week off right. Get some good vibes going. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Hey, I'll pop back over there. No pressure, but y'all, if any of these covers look interesting to you, they're on Amazon, audiobook, ebook, paperback, or you can read more about them at authoralexknight.com. The top row is fantasy, the bottom row is lit RPG and progression fantasy. And the only caveat that you can't get right now is Wriggly Little Hands, the top middle. That's coming out May 27th. So pre-orders will be going live in a little bit, a couple weeks here. But we're still a bit out from launch on that one. But no, thanks for being here. And folks, there's some new people hanging out, so I wanted to say, if you're new, what we do is I take questions on writing, books, publishing, any questions about being an author, etc. Please ask them. I'm always happy to talk about it. And then in between that, we do 5-minute writing sprints where I write my next book on stream, and I invite y'all to write along with me or create along with me. For instance, look, this little animation for hitting the word goal. Kooky created that. They made that for the stream. It's a wonderful community of creators here. So please, I invite y'all to join us. Come hang out on our cozy corner of the internet to start off your days. We're here weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. Cassidy said, question for my story. Do you have any thoughts on how you would handle having a false protagonist? Ooh, now that's interesting, Cassidy. Let me think on that for a second as I thank Iconic and Lauren. Thank you very much for following the stream, y'all. I appreciate that. That's super cool of you. Hey, if you're hanging out, you like what you see, please give me a follow. Like I said, we're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time, and we're doing things like answering Cassidy's question. She said, do you have any thoughts on how you would handle having a false protagonist? Cassidy, I love the idea, first of all. Super fun. I would have a false protagonist and a true protagonist, and I would use them as a foil of one another. So the false one is an example of how the other one is actually the true protagonist. And I would probably, lead readers on a little bit, make them feel like the false protagonist is the true one. And then I'd have them probably take actions that are a little bit contradictory to that. And build that more and more, because I kind of want readers to realize I want them to realize before it's revealed that one of the protagonists is not really a protagonist. So just put some breadcrumbs in there. That's what I would do generally. If you have a more specific question about it, I'm happy to talk to it. I hope that helped, but please ask follow-ups if you got more questions on it. Aaron said, any other thought or any other special stream plans for the week? Yeah, y'all, I'm gonna make a graphic for it today. Hi, Crit. Thank you for that question as well. Yes, I do. And I will get to that in a moment here. Woogie, I've not seen your questions. If you want to DM them to me in Discord, I can get to them that way. Sometimes TikTok censors them. I don't know why. But y'all, yeah, Friday this week we're gonna do a special stream. We're gonna do a map making stream. Everybody was so excited when we were talking maps last week. So we're gonna do that Friday. Maybe a little bit of a variety hour almost. But yeah, we're gonna make a map live on stream. So should be fun. Hi, Crit. You said, do you have a working title and synopsis for your current work in progress? I do. Thank you. To Servant of Rage here on the top left, which is a gritty fantasy I launched a couple weeks back. It's got like Dragon Ball Z fight scenes, a Highlander magic system, and it's set in a Genghis Khan inspired world. So I think it's a lot of fun. But you can check it out on Amazon if it catches your interest. Thank you for asking, and thanks for being here. Ronnie said, really putting this stream on the map. Oh boy, that's a good pun, Ronnie. We're gonna have to maybe work on some more map puns for Friday with the map stream. Woogie, yeah. Oh, I think you're. Let's see, Woogie. You said I was on PC and it felt like everyone was ignoring me. When on the phone, I haven't seen any of my messages. I'm sorry about that, Woogie. Hey, DM me. DM me through Discord if you want to get that question up. I'm sorry it's not popping up in chat. Oh, thank you, Hi Crit. Appreciate that. You can grab it on Amazon in ebook, audiobook, or paperback, and hardback. That one's actually in hardback, my only book in hardback. But yeah, if you want to pick it up, please do so and let me know what you think of it. And the audiobook, I'm very happy to say, is narrated by Tim Gerard Reynolds of Red Rising narration fame. I still don't know how the publisher landed him, but somehow we got him. So, whew, he did a great job. Super good audiobook. Okay, Woogie, so you think it's working? Yeah, please ask those questions. I'd love to get you answers there. And Jacob, thank you for the heart me, man. Thanks for joining the stream team. I hope I didn't miss that too much, but we're happy to have you here. Cassidy, you said you're having a hard time making all my thoughts into a specific and concise question. Hey, Cassidy, if you want to DM me on Discord, we can talk it out. More than happy to do that. Yeah, we can figure it out. We'll get you there. Hey, good morning, author Hepa. Please let me know if I'm saying that right. But no, good to see you again. How you doing? Do you have a good weekend? We're trying to kick Monday off right here. Get some good vibes rolling as we stare down another week. How's your book coming along? I know you're working on that. What's the update? Where you at? Y'all, thanks for joining here. We're getting a lot of new folks today, so I appreciate all the likes and the follows, and I appreciate you spending a bit of your morning with me. Oh, we got a question from Derek. What'd you say? You said, I'm working on some writing. Been seeing a lot of authors go live. Hey, rock on. It's good. I'm glad to see the author community kind of flourish in here. It's a great space for being creative, and a lot of folks are doing that, so I dig it. Love to see it. What are you working on, Derek? Let us know. We'd be happy to have you work on it on stream with us here. We do 5-minute writing sprints. A lot of folks write along with me, and I'm going to queue up another one here in a minute. So if you got the time and you want to create along with me, hey, we'd be glad to have you. Wookie said, I was thinking of picking up Warden soon. Which book would you recommend most? Oh, thank you, first of all, Woogie. Warden is lit RPG, so it's a little different from my typical books. That means it takes place in a video game, kind of like Ready Player One. But it is sci-fi, and it's a complete trilogy. So if you're looking at picking up Warden, start with number 1. That is the first book in the trilogy. Yeah, that's what I'd recommend. If you're asking what I'd recommend from all of my books, hey, Warden's a solid place to start. Nothing wrong with that. If you're into lit RPG, books that take place in video games. If you want something more traditional fantasy, pick up The Far Wild or Servant of Rage. Nothing wrong with those. Good places to start. But Woogie, if you do get Warden, just know there's a digital box set available, so you can get the whole trilogy for $7. So definitely do that and save yourself some money if you pick it up. And hey, thanks for your interest, man. I appreciate it. Joshua, yes, they're all on Audible. There are audiobooks for all of them, and you can catch them all on Audible. And hey, Paragon, if you're big into audiobooks, the Paragon series in the bottom left is narrated by Travis Baldree, pretty popular narrator, and Servant of Rage in the top left is narrated by Tim Gerard Reynolds of Red Rising fame. So got some big narrators in there that I still don't know how they've actually narrated my books. I don't know how that's possible, but I know they did a great job. So shout out to them. Oh, you've been looking for some lit RPGs, Derek. Sick. Well, Warden and Rise to Glory are lit RPGs for me. Warden is fantasy, and Rise to Glory is, Warden is sci-fi, and Rise to Glory is fantasy. So if you're into lit RPG, man, you got your pick right there. Argresta Kyle, hey, thanks for being here, man. Asked, have you ever experienced The Land by Alaron Kong? No, I've not read it, but I'm very familiar with it. Big lit RPG series. Hard to miss it. I know it's got a huge following. So no, I've not read it myself, but I am familiar with it for sure. You a fan of it, Agresta? I know there's a lot of readers out there for The Land. Tim says, how do you switch on and off so quickly? I love the sprints, but how do you do it? Oh, Tim, it's just practice. It's really just practice. You know, I've been doing it for a long time. At least writing, not streaming. That's kind of a new thing for me. Hey, JR, welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Glad to have you here. Tim, yeah, you know, it takes a minute. You'll notice when I start my sprints again, it takes a minute to kind of get back where I was. But a good tip, they say, and I kind of don't like this advice, but it does work. They say never finish your writing for the day at an end point. Finish it with thoughts still in your head that you want to write, so when you pick it up the next day, you're like excited to get back into it. I'm always terrified I'm going to forget, but I think these writing sprints are an example that it works, because I kind of finished the sprint, and I got more that I want to say, but the timer's up, so I can't. So when I start the next one, I'm like, oh, finally, I get to say what I was going to do. So it kind of gets me back into it pretty quick. Joshua said, I've been looking for a new fantasy series. I recently finished the Stormlight Archive. Oh, rock on. That's a hard one to follow. That's a solid series there. Joshua, though, if you wanted to pick up one of mine, Servant of Rage or The Far Wild, both fantasy. Servant of Rage is a bit more like Stormlight Archive in terms of being, you know, true fantasy. A little bit grittier, perhaps. It's got like Dragon Ball Z-esque fight scenes, if you're into that sort of thing, and a sinister magic that definitely isn't working on its own machinations behind the scenes. Whereas The Far Wild is a little more like Jurassic Park. It's a bit of a thriller, people running from big beasties in a primordial wilderness. A little more Michael Crichton vibes on that one. Agresta says the best one there is, completely and unashamedly biased for Alaron. Hey, he did it. Maybe not first, but darn near first. So yeah, big author there. Rock on. You read another lit RPG as well? Geo said, do you ever meet the narrators for the audiobooks, or is that all separate? Geo, it's mostly separate simply because it's expensive to fly out and meet them. But I'm going to that Lit RPG Con. I've been invited to be a panelist there coming up this July out in Denver. And Sound Booth Theater is going to be there. So here, we'll pull up real quick for Wriggly Little Hands, my book that's coming up. On May 27th, we got an audiobook version of it. And Sound Booth went pretty hard on it. So if we zoom in a little bit, there's all the narrators they brought in for it. So Dory Sachs is the primary narrator and does the voice of the main character Ollie as well as general prose, but Sound Booth was so excited about the book they brought in all these other narrators to do side characters. So I'm really stoked to see that, listen to it, and I'll get to meet all of them at Lit RPG Con. So I'm super pumped about that. That'll be my first time meeting my narrators. So yeah, that's gonna be sick. I'm super excited about that. Don't normally get to do that. Oh, Tim, that's good. You think that advice helped? Good, man. Rock on. I'm glad. Hey, JR, you picked up Vellum. Hey, rock on. I love Vellum. Such a fun program. Let me know how it goes. And if you have any questions, let me know. I can help you. I've done a few books on there now. Kooky says I'm off tomorrow and plan to try and finish Wriggly Little Hands. Hey, thank you, Kooky. I appreciate that. Please enjoy and let me know. JR said also Servant of Rage just came in. I can't wait to get. Wait, it's next on my to be read pile. Well, thank you for getting it, JR. I appreciate you picking up a copy. I hope you enjoy it, and please let me know how it goes as you read it. Raffy, TikTok's hating on your comments. They're not getting through. Hey, DM me on Discord if you need to. Sorry they're not coming through. I hate when it does that. King Gray, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following. Glad to have you. Happy Monday to you. How was your weekend? Aaron says I need a big group picture with all the narrators. Yes, absolutely. That would be, I'm so pumped for that. I can't wait to meet them. I know they've done an incredible job on Wriggly Little Hands. I should have the audiobook proof pretty soon to listen through. But I've heard a few samples, and y'all, I'm so stoked. They did such a good job. I can't thank them enough for it. There's a bit of a trend in the industry, a rumor perhaps. Third Eye, thank you for the heart me, by the way. I missed that. I'm sorry, but thank you for that. Rock on. Welcome to the stream team, man. Glad to have you. There's a bit of a thing with like sound booth theater in the industry. People say, oh, they don't give the best advances, or they're not the biggest publisher. But you know what? That's not been my experience, and they are just so passionate. I've never worked with a more excited narration team than Sound Booth. So shout out to Sound Booth Theater, y'all. If you're looking for good audiobooks, you see that Sound Booth logo on it, I think you can trust you found a good one there. And I mean, hey, they're the company that made the audiobook for Dungeon Crawler Carl. So kind of put them on the map there with a series that you might have heard of. It's kind of popping off at the moment. JR, yes, you can use vellum to put illustrations in your book. For sure. I've done it with Wriggly Little Hands. Just keep in mind it will up the delivery fee on Amazon, your digital delivery fee, because it's a larger file size. So make sure you compress the images as best you can and keep that file size low, because the delivery fee for a digital book on Amazon is normally only like 8 cents a copy or whatever. But as you start putting images in there, it starts going up and up. And like when I first uploaded Wriggly Little Hands, I think it was pushing like a 50-cent delivery fee, which basically meant 50% of every digital sale was going to go to Amazon on top of their royalty cut. So I had to work to compress the images, keep their quality good, but make the file size smaller to kind of cut that fee down. So just keep that in mind. But no, Vellum will put images in there totally fine. Gio says, my wife is obsessed with Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've been listening to the audiobook through her, and it's amazing. Dude, rock on. It's such a good series. I'm so glad to see it popping off, because Matt Dinneman's a great guy. He's a great dude. He's a champion of other small authors. You really couldn't see success come to a better author, so shout out to him, and he's done a great job with DCC. Aaron says, I was so surprised digital delivery fees were even a thing. I know, it's kind of wild, but I guess... I mean, honestly, it's probably just a way for Amazon to squeeze a little more money out. But I guess I can kind of see, like, if they have a lot of books they got to deliver each day, they are going to be paying server fees for that and whatnot. So I guess I get it. Hey, good day, Spoodsy. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for hanging out here. We appreciate it. How's your weekend going? Or how did your weekend go? And how's your week starting off? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Joshua said, I just added Servant of Rage onto my Audible wish list, and I'll get it when I get my monthly token. Well, Joshua, thank you. I appreciate that. That's super cool of you. Please let me know how it is as you go through it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But thank you. Thank you for picking it up. That's super cool of you. SJ Taylor, hey, good morning. Good to see you. How you doing? We had someone in chat earlier saying they're seeing more authors go live, and they love it. And I second that. I've seen you going live. Popped in a little bit there. I need to come in longer and say hi, but I have been watching. I'm glad you're doing those streams. Keep them up. Good day, Spoodsy. You said your weekend went pretty good. Hey, rock on. I'm glad to hear that. My weekend was good as well. You know, we had a Hobbit day, as I like to call it, on Saturday. We were just eating some big meals, chilling out, took a little nap, and then Sunday I got to play 2 hockey games. And oh, you just reminded me. I forgot I had something I wanted to show y'all. So we'll get to that here in a second. Yeah, Taylor, it can be hard to make the time to go live, but I'm glad you're sticking with it. I think it's very worth it, especially when we get to hang out like this and, you know, have a community of folks that are creating and having a good time. Y'all, there is a Discord for the community here, so if you're new and you want to hang out once the stream's over, I just put the Discord link in chat. Please pop on in there and hang out with us. we have a good time in there. We got an art share channel, a writing share channel. We can share writing and get thoughts and feedback on it, and just generally hang out and have a good old time. So there's the link. Please jump on in there if you want. Kookie, the book you're asking about is The Far Wild, top right. That's the one where Audible got a bit experimental with narrators, and I was a little too new of an author to think it was a bad idea. So it's still a good audiobook, but each main character is narrated by a different narrator, and it didn't go over too well. Folks didn't love it, so we won't be doing that again. But it's still a good book. Still a good book, but yeah, a little bit wild with the narrators. Good day, you're a hockey fan. Rock on. You're wearing a Blues shirt. Hey, Blues are on a meteoric rise to get in the playoffs right now, aren't they? Props to them. Really, really proud of them. I believe they're trying to clinch a spot, so get it. Speaking of hockey, y'all, hey, Spoodsy, that was a great transition. Y'all, if you can let me brag a minute, I know we were talking a little while ago about, I assisted on a goal in the last, 20 seconds of a game to get the tie. Well, let me pull up a little clip here, because we had a good day at hockey yesterday, and I don't normally pull clips from the game, but y'all, I got to show this one off. I'm pretty proud of this. Let's pull up a clip real quick. I'm gonna try to get this in frame well. It's a little bit hard when we're doing vertical, but let's see. I think this is gonna keep it in frame. I think we'll be all right. Yeah, so there's a camera at our rink, but we're beer league. It's not pretty. We're not the greatest players in the world, but I was pretty happy with this. Aaron asked, "Can I share the clip that I've edited?" That would work in vertical. I guess I could probably download that here. We'll try that real quick. Hold on a second, guys. I have edited that in vertical, so it would probably show up better. I can probably download it. Yeah, there it is. Let's download it, and we'll do it that way. Oh yeah, Spoodsy, Beer League is incredible. I absolutely love Beer League. Super super fun. All right, here we go. We got it. We got it in vertical orientation. So we'll pop back over here. A little bit hard to make it fit. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay, so here's the context, y'all. Let me run it for a minute. So its score is 1-2. My team won. Other team 2. We had been leading the whole game 1-0. And with like 2 minutes left in the third period, the other team just rings 2 goals in real quick. And I was like totally bummed about it, because like we were there getting the win and they tied it up and then took the lead. So this is me, circled in red, playing defense. This is my last shift of the game, and I was like, y'all, we gotta tie this, right? So this is a minute left in the third period. Let's see if we can get it to work. Yeah, it's a little bit small. I wish I could make it bigger for you. But boom, steal the puck, get the breakaway, and backhand it to the top of the net. Not the best view here. I didn't prepare for this, but we're just showing it off spur of the moment. But y'all, I was pretty psyched about that. Let me see if I can make it fit a little bit better. I cannot. I'll work on that in the future. Yeah, we'll run it one more time for those that didn't get it, because I got a better view here. Go away. I don't want that. I really need to make this bigger. We'll work on this off stream at some point. There we go. Let's run it back real quick. You get a better view of the breakaway here. Like when it changes, look at all that open ice. Look at that. What a beautiful sight. Puck on the stick, open ice the whole way down, and backhand to the top of the net. So anyway, I'll stop showing off. I had a good time. That was a fun way to end the game. Y'all, I can't even shoot backhands, but the puck popped on its side, and it was like rolling on its edge. And when it does that, you can actually do backhands really easy. So I saw it do that, and I was like, uh-oh, we can do something here. Oh, we can see it okay, Aaron? Okay, good. I was worried about it. Kookie, you're heading out. Well, thanks for hanging out, Kookie. We enjoyed having you here today. And thank you here. Before you go, Kookie, before you go, we got to show off your animation again real quick. Y'all, Kookie made this. Kookie made this for stream for when we hit the word goal. So, Kookie, thank you so much. We're going to be using this all the time when we hit our word goal, like we've done today. So, Kookie, thank you. That was awesome. I'm super stoked about having this. Have a good one, Kookie. Thanks for being here. All right, let me check chat real quick. I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. I see a lot of congrats, so thank you guys. Spoozy, I won't be able to show off too much because I don't get too many highlights. Alicia said, "Is there a local hockey league for you?" Yeah, there is. We actually have like four different leagues in Houston here. It's kind of a pretty big scene, so I'm super happy about that. But I love my league because it's a learning league. So even though like I could graduate out of it now, I get to kind of hang out. You're allowed to stay if you want, and I'm kind of staying on as a player coach, coaching the new guys up. And I think it's really important because we got four leagues in town, but Houston's not typically a hockey city, you know. Not a lot of people grew up playing hockey here, so we're an adult learn to play league, and we take the true novices and coach them up and send them off to the higher level leagues to go have fun. So I'm really happy staying right there where I'm at. SJ, you got to head out. Hey, rock on. Thanks for being here, and good luck with your streams today. Spoozy said you're close to me, about 40 minutes from Houston. Oh, okay, Conroe/Montgomery. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on the other side. I'm down on the south side, but we play out in Sugarland. So, hey, if you ever, it's a 45-minute drive for me to get to Sugarland. So, if you ever want to come out and play, we got an adult learn to play league there. It's a lot of fun. Anybody's welcome. No skill required. We'll teach you from nothing. Absolutely no skill to ready to play in adult leagues. Spoozy, come on out, man. Come on out. Come play hockey with us. It's co-ed. It's adults. We got everybody from 18 years old to like 65 in the league. We have a good time. Um, yeah, Aaron, good point. You know what, y'all? I need to promote this a little more. So let me grab this image real quick. I will be doing a book event coming up in Houston soon. So I got a poster for it if I can find it. I thought I had it. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. Rectangle will be better. Download. And then we're going to switch over to display capture again. And we're going to pull it up. Y'all, if you are near the Houston area, if you're in Houston or the greater Houston area, there is a Beyond the Covers book fair coming up pretty soon. So how this is going to work, it's like an adult scholastic book fair basically. We're just trying to recreate that magic as that we all had as children going to book fair. And it's going to be May 9th, 5 to 10 p.m. at the Social Beer Garden, downtown Houston. Y'all come on out. I'm going to have a table there with all my books. I'll make a note of that. I'm going to have a table there with all my books. So if you're around Houston, you want to come meet me in person, hey, come out to this event. It's going to be awesome. I'll have all my books there. There's going to be a bunch of other local authors. It's at Social Beer Garden in downtown, and should be great. I think there's like 600 RSVPs. So it should be a lot of folks showing up. And yeah, as Aaron mentioned, a portion of the sales, I think it's 50% of sales go to charity, benefiting the Be a Resource Houston. Great charity, great local charity here. And yeah, so hey, if you're in Houston, you want to come out and see me, pop on over. Should be a good time. May 9th, 5 to 10 p.m. I'll also have copies of Wrigley Little Hands there. That's going to be the soft launch of the paperback of Wrigley Little Hands. So if you want to come get one in person before anybody else, I'll have them there. You can come pick up copies a little bit early. A little special event for anybody that wants to come out. But we'll be talking about that more on stream as we get closer. Spoozy, you're so happy you stumbled across the live. Oh, I'm so happy you're here too. Thanks for being here. We're here every weekday, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. So please come hang out with us. Yep, that's it, Spoozy. We play at the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. If Here, let me do this. I'll drop the Discord link again. If you wanna DM me through Discord, or just through TikTok or anything. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. The information about the league's a little bit iffy on the website, but it's super chill. Just we play like 14 weeks, 1 week's practice, next week's game, and we just keep it rolling back and forth like that. Super fun. So yeah, please come on out. And if you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, y'all, hey, it's been a great stream today. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a pleasure to have you. Let's see, is there anything else I got a promo before we dip? A lot of new folks today, so I loved having y'all here. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, we're here weekdays, 7 to 9 a.m. Central, Monday through Friday. We do writing on stream. I do my 5-minute writing sprints, and I invite y'all to create along with me. And then in between, we do Q&A about books, publishing, writing, reading, anything you want to talk about. So once again, folks, I'm author Alex Knight. If you've had a good time today, please give the stream a follow. Appreciate that. We're trying to get up to 1,000 followers so I can drop links in my bio instead of having to do it through chat. But y'all, these are my books. A lot of folks ask, do I have a Patreon? Is there a way they can support me? Y'all, I don't have a Patreon or anything. I just have my books here on Amazon. If one of them looks good and you want to support me, go ahead and pick up one. Ebook, paperback, audiobook, whatever format you want. I'd be really appreciative. Otherwise, y'all, hey, thanks for being here. And as always, a special thanks to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com for the use of his songs, Farm, Manor, Cottages, and Northern Glade, which provided our background music today, as well as an extra special thanks to community member Raffi the Engineer, who made our new background song Midnight at the Round Table. We're gonna play out on that one. We'll end the stream with Raffi's song. Let's grab it here. Boom. This is the song that Raffi made for the stream. So thank you very much, Raffi. And thank you to all y'all for being here. Like I said, weekdays, 7 to 9 a.m. Central on TikTok Live and on YouTube at Author Alex Knight. If you ever missed the live, you can find the VOD there. But y'all, it's been a great day today. Way to kick off the week. I appreciate the energy today. Thank you, seriously. Leisha, Cassidy, Sloyds, JR, Geo, Aaron, Raffi. Y'all, good day, Spoodsy. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. We've had a good time. Sir D-Roy, thanks for being here, man. It was nice to meet you. Nice to have you. Lauren, thanks for popping in. Y'all, it was great. So thank you very much for being here, y'all. We'll do it again tomorrow, 7 to 9 a.m. Central Time. I will be here, and I hope to see you here as well. Y'all, be excellent to each other.